Hey! Hi everyone! You read the title of this video. I only have 3 days to get completely prepared for the next semester of school. So, we've got some stuff to get done. We gotta go used book shopping. I have to read an entire book for Monday. I need to get supplies. I need to set up my bullet journal. I also have some like preliminary work I need to do for the first week of classes. I have some videos to watch. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get done over the next 3 days. We're gonna start with some used book shopping. I'm literally about to get up and go and do that right now. Wish me luck, everybody. Let's get started. I've got my book list here with all of the prices that I'm trying to beat. We don't need to spend as much money on books as they want us to spend, you know? Some aren't even in stock in the school bookstore, which like, how does it even work if it's a book I need for school? Why isn't it in the bookstore? I don't know. Thanks, Toronto. Oh yeah, I should tell you what we're shopping for. So we're shopping for my Gothics class, where we're reading like 5 classic Gothic horrors, Gothic novels. It's gonna be a fabulous class. And the other class I'm shopping for is my intro to early British literature. Beowulf, Chaucer, not my favorite. And we need very specific editions for that class. I have hopes for the Gothics ones. I think I'll be able to find those. It's also like kind of gloomy and cloudy out. Yesterday I got caught in pouring rain though, so I'm glad that it's not supposed to rain today. It should just be like kind of gloomy and cloudy outside all day. But that's what we're doing today. Like, I'm so glad it's not raining today so you won't get stuck in the rain. Yeah, apparently I just can't trust the weather app anymore. Anyway, I found 2 of the 8 books I was looking for, and that's 2 out of the 4 I expected to find. So we've got Caleb Williams and we've got Castle of Otranto or Otranto, I don't know how you say it. So that's cool. I could have picked up a copy of Northanger Abbey, but I actually got a really nice edition of it for Christmas from my partner. I'll just show it to you. So I have this gorgeous cloth-bound edition for it. I'm gonna just leave that one for now. I don't have to read that until literally like the second last week of the semester, because I definitely don't want to write in this, but I have plenty of like sticky notes and stuff, so I'll just like write on top of everything. And if I really don't feel like that's working for me, I can just pick up like a basic copy in the correct edition. It's like literally $6 on Amazon, so like I'm not that worried about it. I'm actually gonna go back out. I'm gonna go to Indigo because I got 2 of the same copy. I'm literally resting my camera on the book. Why did I do this? Hold, please. Okay, this is what happens when you don't feel like bringing out your tripod. I have a lovely family and they know me very well. So I got 2 editions of the collector's illustrated edition of Assassin's Apprentice, which is currently my favorite fantasy series. If you haven't heard me talk about it enough, if you really haven't heard me talk about it enough, I'll link some videos where I talk about them more. But I got 2 of the first one, so I'm gonna go to Indigo now and exchange this one for the second one. Tomorrow we'll pick up and hopefully start Stonebridge Blues. Here we go. success for everything we were aiming for today. I'm gonna order all of the books on Amazon, on the U of T bookstore, so I can just go and pick them up whenever they're ready. I'm gonna do that now. So super quickly, I just finished buying all of my books online, and I actually found a couple of used copies on Amazon, and if you don't know how to find them, I want to show you how. Okay, so this is one of the orders that I placed, and this is the other one. This one and this one are both used books. So if you go here, you can see it's $21.73, which objectively is like not terrible, but I wanted you to see this part right here, this 19 used. So I picked up one that was $16.70 with free delivery, which is like $5 less than I would have paid, but you know what, that's $5 and I will take it. And you can get ones that are literally delivered like tomorrow or next week. That's it. That's all I have to share. Okay, I just threw some food in the oven. We're doing a real basic frozen lasagna today, super glamorous. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the book I'm reading for fun. I am reading The Mad Ship by, where's some good lighting? My little makeshift tripod. Okay, that works. I want to talk to you a little bit about the book I'm reading, The Mad Ship by Robin Hobb. So this is the second book in the second trilogy in her Realm of the Elderlings series. This is her attempt at like third-person fantasy in a slightly different area of the world than the Assassin's Apprentice books. Essie, could you not? Thank you. I really, really, really like the first-person adventures with Fitz. I think they are some of the best character-focused fantasy I have read ever. It is absolutely my favorite fantasy trilogy. I think it's fantastic. The cool thing about these ones is that we're experiencing this story from so many different perspectives. So there's like 8 or 9 plots that we're following. Most of the characters are all really engaging and really interesting. I really feel like in this one, Robin Hobb was like, I gotta write about some cool girls, and all of the girls are cool. It's weird because I'm like 73% of the way through this one, and I had the same problem with the first one. I have to like constantly remind myself that I'm reading this book and that I enjoy it, because I never feel drawn to pick it up. The second I start reading it, I am in the world and it's like not an issue at all. But it's like getting the motivation to read it at all. They're very dark books. They're some of the best representation of domestic violence and how women's power is slowly removed in society, how that actually happens. There's a lot of like really casual sexual assault, which is of course upsetting. And while all of the women like get their comeuppance in the end, it's certainly a difficult read. I think that where these books are really going to shine is how she brings all of the 8 or 9 different plots together in the final book, and then also how she incorporates that with the Fitz stuff and with her other quadrilogy. I don't know even what those are about yet, but how that all comes together in the final few books of the whole Realm of the Elderlings experience. I should tell you what it's about. This particular trilogy, the Live Ship Traders trilogy, is about what are called live ships. Basically, they're made out of like a really fancy magical wood that brings them to life after a certain amount of people have died on board in the same family. It's kind of this adventure of this live ship awakening in this family, and the woman who thinks that she is going to get to captain the ship, her dad instead transfers that to her sister, and her sister's really, really shitty husband, Kyle. God, I hate Kyle. Kyle is gonna make you so angry in a way where it's almost like impossible to read because he feels like a real person. It's not fun, and I hate him. And so it's kind of an experience of this family, and Kyle goes off on the ship, and he forces his son to come along, who just wants to be a little priest in the forest, but is now forced to be a sailor. And then we also have like the Rain Wilds, which is like this magical space and area that trade with this particular sect in this particular town who have the live ships. A big part of this book is slavery, which is another reason I don't absolutely love them, because it's less so in the second one, but like it's very clear that the interactions of each character has with the concept of slavery is very much like a moral gauge for the reader to be like, okay, are they a good person or a bad person? Then I don't have to do as much like character development to tell you that. Again, it's not a bad thing. I just kind of wish it wasn't in the book. I don't know. That is what I'm currently reading. I think I'll read a little bit of it now. I'll probably just update you whenever I finish it in this vlog. And I will see you all in the morning. Hi everyone. I know I said I would see you in the morning. It's actually the afternoon, but c'est la vie. I just finished filming my top 10 most memorable books of 2022. Look at my little filming setup. Very fun behind the scenes. Woo. So it is a little later than I was expecting. It is almost 2 o'clock now, so we've got some stuff to do. I wanted to focus on these videos and get them, at least the rough cut of both of them done, since this is like the 2-part end of the year content that I was trying to do, especially because I spent 2 months not making any YouTube content, so like I want to give you a little bit extra to come back to. I also need to start Stone Butch Blues today, so that is a priority. It's 350 pages, I think. When I start that, I will give you kind of a little update on what the book is about, but that's kind of the plan for today. I've got an Amazon order of stuff coming in of all the books that I have and some fun note cards and stuff, so I will show you all of that when it gets here. I was hoping to get my bullet journal done today, but I played Animal Crossing this morning instead. Guess let's go to my computer and get all of this footage transferred. So I changed into a sweater to be more comfortable and paid my tuition. So bye-bye all my money. Now we're gonna sit down to edit a little bit. I can't believe it's Friday already. I don't know what's going on. I still have to like do laundry and clean, and I'm stressing myself out just thinking about it. So I'm not gonna think about it. We're gonna edit. It'll be super fun. It's the first time I've really edited anything since like November. I'm very excited to get to be all creative. So it's been a few hours. It is 5 o'clock. I have gotten through a rough cut of my first video of part 1, and I'm about halfway through part 2. I'm actually gonna take a break and do some yoga now because my back hurts and I'm tired and need like a little pick-me-up. Maybe I'll just head to reading, make some dinner, and at least get a little dent into this book. Yeah, that's the plan for right now. So obviously it's the next day. My partner had therapy yesterday, so by the time they were done, I was like not in the mood to film anything. I did start Stone Butch Blues, so let's talk about it for a second. First off, I should say that if you are interested in reading this book at all, the author Leslie Feinberg spent the last like few weeks of her life creating an ebook and a website for anyone who wants to read it to be able to read it for free. You can also order a physical copy from the website for like $20, but if you want to read it, there is access to it. I also want to say that like super heavy trigger warnings on this one. The amount of trauma experienced by the main character and pretty much everybody rivals that of like A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. So like just please be aware of that going into it. It's very heavy. I really wish I had taken more time to read this so I didn't have to read all of it in a couple of days because it's a lot. Stone Butch Blues follows the life of Jess, who is the main character, through their experience as a trans man in their childhood and then working in factories. And this is all during the period of like the 60s, during the Vietnam War. All of those political situations come together to really inform Jess's story. I'm about 100 pages in, so about a third of the way through the book. And where it really shines is by contrasting the love and support and community within this found family that Jess has. It's just really hopeful and really lovely, and that is contrasted so starkly with the constant harassment and abuse that Jess and all of their friends go through. This much trauma in a book, you could easily just become numb to it and just kind of like burn your way through it because of the emphasis on
the community and on the love and the friendship and all of that. It makes each moment that much more difficult to read, but in a way that I really respect. The trauma isn't there just to be traumatic, it's there to elucidate the actual experiences of the LGBTQ community during this period of time. So I think it's fantastic, truly. It's certainly the most difficult book I've read for this class so far, by far, no questions asked. So I read that for a couple hours this morning, and then I needed to like give my brain a little break. So I went and took a bath and watched a truly obscene amount of Animal Crossing content, had a super healthy lunch of mac and cheese, and now we're here. So it is 3:30. I'm not gonna read any more today. Personally, I would rather read 2/3 of a book well than the entire book and rush through it. We're gonna pick the book up again tomorrow. Today I want to see if I can't finish editing these videos. We're gonna order in some food, just make it like a nice cozy last Saturday of freedom, even though it doesn't feel like freedom because God forbid I not have work the week before school starts. But it's fine, I kind of did this to myself by not starting until yesterday. Which is why I'm making this video. Before we do that, let's go and open the boxes I got from Amazon.
I just opened this off camera because I thought that would be annoying to do with one hand. But here we go. We have The Monk by Matthew Lewis. So this is the last book I need for my Gothics class, so very exciting. And we've got, look at these cute little Post-it notes. Okay, I'll pull them out in a second and show you. And then this is just some heat protectant for my hair. And let's open up this guy. How am I gonna? I really tried to show you on that one. More Post-it notes. I never have too many Post-it notes. And Beowulf. Oh my god. Whoa. What is this language? I don't know why we're using this edition, but there you go, Beowulf. Yippee for me. Okay, let's open up these Post-it notes. Don't you just love buying new stationery for the school year? So I don't know if you can tell in this like terrible light, but this is like a really cute, like light pinky color. This light is also bad, but these like kind of match, which is really nice. And then we've got this dark pink that also matches. Exciting. And this very pretty blue color, which matches this guy. So that's kind of fun. And then I have this really nice gray color that I think I'll probably use a lot. I really like that. And a fun little purple color, of course, because I love purple. Okay, that's the haul. That's the book haul. How exciting. So these are all of the books I'll be reading this semester. It's gonna be a lot of reading. And then we're gonna have another copy of Beowulf, and then I have a book by Cavendish, Description of a New World, and a book by Chaucer. But this is what we're looking at.
I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far. Let me know if you are going back to school right now, how you are prepping for things, what are you reading for classes? Do you have any class that you're super excited for? Obviously, I'm super excited for my Gothics class. Or if you have one that you're super dreading, and maybe we can commiserate a little bit on the gatekeeping of university. I'm gonna start editing and I will check back in with you when this first video is done. Okay team, I don't know how we did this, but it is not even 7 o'clock. It's been like 2.5 hours since I last checked in, and I finished the entirety of one of these videos, part 1. I'll put the thingy up here. And I am like 75% done with the second one, which is awesome. So I'll finish them both tomorrow and have them both uploaded. Don't know how that happened. Very, very pleased. We have some lovely Vietnamese food that I'm very excited to eat. We've got one more day of prep time in which we have to do groceries, clean, laundry. I need to somehow possibly finish this book. I don't know, maybe not. Prep for all my classes, get all my stuff together. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day, but that's fine because we're gonna have a nice evening and it's all gonna work out. I'm gonna put out happy little vibes like that into the universe. So have a good few seconds before I see you again, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, so it is 12:30, it's Sunday. I just finished uploading my 2 videos that should go up in a couple of hours, so that's very exciting. I'll show you real quick. There they are, so cute, so cute. as you know, we've got lots of stuff to do today. So I'm going to try and get all of the like action-oriented stuff done first. I'm still only 100 pages into Stone Butch Blues. I'd really like to finish it. I do have quite a long break tomorrow in between classes, so if I don't finish it today, it's not the end of the world. But I would like to get at least another like 50 to 100 pages done, but that's gonna have to happen later because I also need to make my calendar, and that is actually more important. Oh yeah, I have 2 videos to watch for tomorrow as well. I'll probably just listen to those as I clean. It's gonna be a busy day, but things are going smoothly. I think we'll be able to get all of it done. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. It has been a full week since I left you. I wanted to wait until I finished Stone Butch Blues and The Mad Ship before I gave you a cute little outro because I wanted to talk about it since we talked about it in this little vlog. The first day went great, the first week went great, although I might be dropping one of my classes because the professor talks to us like we're 5 years old. Not for me. But everything else has been going really well. Certainly a lot of reading, way more than last semester, so expect lots of reading vlogs in the future. But let's talk about Stone Butch Blues by Leslie Feinberg first. I gave this 5 stars. I think that this is a perfect book. It's one of the best written things I've read in a long time. It's a wonderful way to start off this new year and the new semester. This is an autofiction piece, so that means it's like part autobiography and part fiction, written by Leslie Feinberg about her life. I think I said at the beginning that this is about a trans man, but that is not necessarily true. This book is a reflection of her like lifelong exploration of gender identity. This is written so beautifully, it's so nuanced. I think the exploration of community and love and friendship and like what found family really does is incredible. It makes a huge case for labor organizations and unions. It absolutely emphasizes the importance of politics that represent the actual populace. This book is what a little life wishes it could be. This book is all of the trauma, all of that heartbreak. I sobbed through the entire thing. Like, that it's devastating, but it's also so uplifting and so hopeful. I think it touches on a lot of different subjects that all kind of speak to the issue of intersectionality in a really nuanced way that I really appreciated. So I definitely recommend it if you're in a headspace for it. Let's also talk briefly about The Mad Ship by Robin Hobb. I don't want to talk about this too much because like I feel like I'll be able to give a more in-depth review of this trilogy once I finish it. This book really centers on how power in communities is given and taken away, both very slowly and very quickly. So it centers on Bingtown, which I love Robin Hobb, but Jesus Christ, her naming is the worst part about all of these books. Like, what is Bingtown? It centers on this town, Bingtown, which has a sector of old traders who follow like a lot of traditional customs, and they are the only ones allowed to trade with the Rain Wild people who are up like an acid river and live in tree houses. They also in Bingtown have new traders who are all the people who are moving into the town, but they're also the people bringing in slavery and affecting the old traders' way of life really significantly. So this second book really suffered from like middle book syndrome. It definitely feels like it was like, okay, so here's the extension of the last book, and here's the prep for the next book. The best part of the story, honestly, to me is Malta. She's like a 12-year-old in the first one and is so spoiled and like, is like the reason you wouldn't want to have children. Like, she's so horrible. But you can't really blame her because her dad is the worst character in the books. In the second book, her character arc is so fantastic. She becomes a real practical, interesting, nuanced person, and I absolutely loved her character growth. I really like her as a character now. My favorite character is the pirate, Kenneth. He's like crazy hot. He is a villain in every sense of the word, but there's just those characters sometimes that you see and you're like, oh my god, you would treat me terribly, but you're so fucking hot and crazy and evil, and oh my god, that's the energy he gives off. And I don't know why he's my favorite character, but he is my favorite character. I can't really like say a lot more about the books, both without giving it away and without reading the third one. I feel like, especially with Robin Hobb, like knowing how she puts together her stories, I do think they're good. I liked this one better than the first one. Okay, I have 2 questions for you. First, for future reading vlogs, do you enjoy hearing me talk about books I'm reading for school, or would you like me to just focus on books I am reading for fun? And 2, what was the second question? If I were to start live streaming reading sprints, what days and or times are good for you guys? It's just something I'm toying with, something I'm playing around with. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!